term, there is a formula an is equals to a plus n minus 1 times d. Here, an represent the nth term of the arithmetic progression. By using this formula, we can directly find the nth term of the arithmetic progression, where a, as you know, it's the first term, d, as you know, it's the common difference, and n is the the number of term. Okay, so if we are talking about nth, if we are talking about the second term, n will be 2. If we are talking about the third term, n will be 3. If we are talking about the fourth term, n will be 4, just like that. So let's take few questions. Sometimes we represent the same formula. Sometimes we take the same formula for writing the last term L is equals to a plus n minus 1 times t. Okay, so we will be using this formula for nth term, or sometime when the last term will be given. So assuming the last term as a nth term, we will be using the same formula, and we will be representing. We are going to represent the last term with this letter L. Okay, so let's take few questions. So the first one, in the next exercise, the first question is very basic. A is given, L is given, like A is given, D is given. We have to find an. A is already given, D is already given, and N is also given. We have to find an. So which is just by using the formula you will be able to find it. Or if any of the three is given and one of them is missing, then by using this formula an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, you will be able to calculate the unknown one, be it a, be it d, be it n, be it an. So if three information is given and one is missing, you just have to substitute everything in this formula and you will be getting the unknown one. So I'm not going to take that. Choose the correct choice. 30th term of the AP. This is the straightforward question is there. I'm not going to take. I'm going to take one of the question which says which term of the AP 3, 8, 13 is 78. So which term of this AP 3, 8, 13, 18, this is an AP, is 78. Which term is 78? So let's say nth term is 78. So how we will be solving? By using the same formula, that is an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here we are saying, let's say nth term is 78. So this one is known as nth term. Okay. So let's substitute. Let's say this nth term is 78. A is 3 over here. What is the common difference over here? Anyone? What's the common difference?
5.
Yes, it's 5. So I'm going to take 3 plus n minus 1 times 5. Let's solve it. So 78 minus 3, 75 is equals to n minus 1 times 5. Either you can apply the distributive property or you can send this 5 to other side. Your wish, eventually by using any way you will land at same answer. So 5 1 times 5, 6, 7, 25. N minus 1. N will be 15 plus 1. That is 16th. Okay, so we can say 16th term is 78. Just by using the formula we have found. Which term is 78? Which term is 39? Which term is this? Which term is that? You always have to think that, let's say nth term. Nth means like n can be second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, seventh term. So let's say any one of the term that is nth term, is this one. And for nth term, we are having a formula. We will just applying the formula and we'll be getting at this answer. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the another question says, check whether minus 150 is a term of AP 11. 2. How to do this question? If we have to check whether this term is there in this AP or not, because you can see the AP is getting like smaller. So 11 to 8, 8 to 5, 5 to 2. So there is a chance that we will be having the negative number, and in among that negative number we can have 150. We can have 150. We cannot have 150. Depends. How can we check it? Anyone? Yes, Jasleen, Kiran.
Do we put it for the nth term and check?
Yeah, what?
Do we put it for the nth term and check for it?
Yeah, we can put it as nth term and we can check that. Let's put it. So if I am saying, let's say nth term is 150. Let's say an is minus 150. So let's check it. The formula for an is a plus n minus 1 times t. So minus 150 is equals to t. What's d over here?
Minus 3.
Yeah. So let's do that. Minus 150 minus 11 is equals to n minus 1 times negative 3. So here 1 6 is equals to n minus 1 times negative 3. If like the previous one, we'll be sending negative 3 to other side. What are we going to get? Minus minus will cancel out each other. So is it divisible? Is it?
No.
It's not divisible. So whatever we'll be getting a decimal number, and on in that decimal number, if we will add 1, still that will be a decimal number, right? In that decimal number, if we will take that 1 to this side, still that will be a decimal number. So the number of term, like where like nth term, like second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, 20th, 30th, whatever is the nth term, that is 100 minus 150 that we have assumed, and here n value we are getting in decimal. That is not possible, right? Because we start counting from the first term, second term, third term. We count like this. This is our n. If n is 38.5 fifth term, that doesn't exist over here, right?
Yeah.
Right? So if you will be dividing 161 divided by 3 for your clearance, 3 5 times 15. 3 3 times 9, 3 4 times 12. So 3 3 times 9. So you will be getting 53.6666 just like that. So we will be getting 53.6666. Okay? Or 67 we can say. When you will add 1 to it, it will be 54.67. Does this exist over here? N is equals to 54.67th term. Does it exist in our sequence?
No.
Not at all. Because whenever we are just looking at the APC sequence, we say first one as a first term, second one as a second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, nth term. N can be 1, so that is representing first term. N can be 2, so that is representing second term. N can be 3, that is representing third term. N is 54.67, that is not representing any term. Because here we are talking about whole number, the natural numbers, the counting numbers. And 54.67 is not a counting number. Okay, so minus 150 is not there in our AP. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any confusion?
No,
No.
ma'am.
Now the next question says, find the 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 38 and 16th term is 73. We already know 11th term is 38. We already know 16th term is 73. Let's continue from here. So 11th term, that is an is equals to a plus n minus 1 times t. Here it's talking about, now only I was telling you, for the first term n is 1, for the second term n is 2, for the third term n is 3, for 11th term n is 11. Okay, so for 11th term n is 11. D, A, nothing we know, and that term hi Madhya, am I audible? So 11th term is given as 38. So we are taking 38 over here. Okay, this is our one of the equation. We can also write it as 38 is 10D. Okay, rather than saying this one as equation 1, we'll be saying this one as equation 1. Similarly, the 16th term is 73. So let's write it. The 16th term, that is a plus n minus 1. 16 minus 1, that is 15d. That is 73. Now we just have to solve these two equations to get the value of a and d. The best method is the elimination method, which says that subtract all of them and a will go. Similarly, here we will be having 10d minus 15d. That means minus 5d. Here you will be having 38 minus 73. So we just need to do the subtraction. So minus 35. So directly we got D value from here. Now we'll be able to calculate A value. What we have to find here, find the 31st term. Once we are having A and D in hand, easily we will be able to find the 31st term by using the same formula. That is AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 times D. Okay. So I'm leaving these calculations for you. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue. An AP consists of 50 terms, of which third term is 12 and last term is 106. Find the 29th term. We have to find the 29th term where these informations are given over here. Anyone, how can we proceed over here? How can we do this? Just like the previous one.
Do we have to find D and E first?
Yeah, but we have to find A and D at first, yeah. Then only we'll be able to find 29th term. But how to find A and D at first? What shall I write at first over here? Third term is 12. So, okay. Let me write the third term formula. That is AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. So, A we don't know. Let's say A is the first term plus N minus 1. That means it's talking about the third term. So, 3 minus 1 we will be having. That is 2D. That is 12. So, we are having A plus 2D is equals to 12 as the equation number 1. What about equation number 2?
We can say that A plus 49D is equal to 106.
A plus 49D is equals to 106, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Here it doesn't say about that 50th term is this one, but it says that AP consists of 50 terms. So total 50 terms are there. So definitely the last term is the 50th term only, and the last term is given as 106. So we are having this two equation. Again, we will be finding the value of A and D just by solving this equation number 1 and equation number 2. Once you will be getting the value of A and D just by solving it by either by elimination method or by substitution method. Better to follow elimination method. You will be able to find the 29th term, that is A plus 29 minus 1, that is 28D. Okay, let's move to the next question. If anyone from, like, any of the student from here is not getting what exactly I'm telling, how exactly you need to proceed, please tell me. I will take a pause and will explain the whole process again. Okay, now the next one is, if the third and the ninth term of AP are this and this, which of this AP is 0? Which term of this AP is 0? Okay. If the third and ninth term of an AP are 4 and negative 8, respectively, which term just a second now, let me share the screen again. Respectively, which term of this AP is how to do this one. Anyone?
Same way, right? We have to eliminate and find out A and D.
Yeah, A and D first we'll be finding out just with the help of two equation, that is A plus 2D is equals to 4 and A plus 8D, 9 minus 1, 8D is equals to negative 8. We'll be finding A and D, and then which term of this AP is 0. Then
do we just substitute in the standard form of AP?
in that standard form, En is equals to A plus n minus 1 times D. A we know already, D we know already. What else we know already? Can I say 0? Nth term is 0. That too we know. And n we have to find from here. Which term exactly is that? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we know A, we know D, and we also know, let's say the nth term is 0. Okay. So nth, this is the formula for nth term. Here n represent like an, don't get confused between an and n. And for example, n means second term, third term, fourth, 3, 4, like the counting thing. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 20th, 30th, 50th, like that. And an is what exactly is sitting at the first term. It can be 8, it can be 20, it can be 1000. Our AP can start like anyway. It can be 11 as a first term. It can be 8 as a second term. And n means just the counting numbers. Okay, let's move ahead. Everyone will be able to do this, right? Anyone who is not getting it, please ask. I'll be explaining it again. Is it clear, Jasleen, Madiha?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. So 17th term exceeds its 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. What to do over here? What's the meaning of this word exceeds?
Can we say that A plus 16D plus 17 is equal to, no, A plus 16D plus 7 is equal to A plus 9D?
Is it so? If I am saying that my age is 10 years more than your age, so you will be making the equation like this one, that my age, Namrata's age plus 10 year is equals to your age, or you will be adding to your age, then only it will be equal to my age. Are you getting me? If I'm saying, so let's say my age is 28 years, and let's say your age, you are in class 10, so I believe it's 15, 16 something. So your age I am taking as a 15. Okay. So the difference between your age and my age I can see is 3 and 1. 13 years. Okay. So are you going to add to be equal to your age, or you are going to add to your age? Then only this equality sign will be valid. It will make a equation. Equality sign means what? Both side has to be same, right? Getting it? So rather than this one, you must write 28 is equals to 15 plus 13. If I am saying my age exceed your age by 13 year, that means whoever is smaller, you will be adding to that portion. That way only it will be equals to the bigger value, right? Getting it? So here it says that 17th term of the AP, exceed means is more than. Is more than. So 17th term is already more than. If you will be adding 7 to it, you are making it more larger. Yes or no? Right? That means this equality sign is meaningless. Equality means what? Both the side has to be same, right? That's how we make the equation. Even if your equation looks like x plus 5 is equals to, let's say 20. Here also we have to pick such a value of x so that just by adding 5 to that, it will be equals to 20. And by solving this type of equation, what we end up getting? We end up getting x as a 15. So 15 is such a value which will be added to 5 and will be giving 20. Equality sign has to be valid, right? So you have given the correct, perfect equation, but the side you need to change for 7, right? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Everyone is agreeing with me that 7 we need to add it to the smaller one, because 17th term is already more than. Exceed means is more than. Let's read it without exceed. So 17th term of AP is more than 10th term by 7. 17th term is already more. You need to add 7 to the 10th term, right? Getting? So we will be writing a plus 16d is equals to a plus 9d plus 7. This way you can write the equation. Or you can also make the difference between the two as a 7. So anyway you are writing, you can say the bigger one, that is 17th term minus 10th term is equals to 7. So either you can do it this way. Eventually you are writing the same equation. Getting it? Is it clear to everyone? Kiran, Jasleen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Jasleen? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how you need to consider while making an equation. The first equation is perfect. Okay. You just need to be careful with the number which you are adding, which side you need to add. Please always add on the lower one side. Then only equality sign will hold. Okay. Ram age is 5 year more than Shyam age. That means while making the equation, you will be writing Ram age is equals to Shyam plus 5, because Ram is already more. Okay, you are making Shyam more, and that too you are comparing by giving the equality sign. So by doing like this, you will be getting a plus 16d minus, or you can say the sky one, you can take any one, you can take, it's the same thing. A plus 9d, a will cancel out each other, you will be having 16d minus 9d. Directly you will be getting the common difference only, and that's what is asked. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which term of the AP (27, 39) will be 132 more than its term? Anyone? Which term of this AP will be 132 more than its 54th term? How to do that? Any idea? Anyone, please try it at least.
Do we first find the 54th term?
Yeah. What will be finding?
The 54th term?
Yeah, first we'll be finding the 54th term. So 54th term will be an is equals to a 54th, let's say 54th term we are finding a plus n minus 1 into d. What is a? What is n? Oh, so a, here we can see a is 3, d is 15 minus 3, that means 12, d is 12, n is 54. So a is 3, 54 minus 1, that is 53, into d is 12. Let's do it. 3 plus 6 carry 3, 12 5 times 60, 61, 62, 63. 639 we got as a 54th term. Now what? 130 and 54th term is 639, right? That means 132 more than this. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That is 9, 10, 11, 1 carry 1, 3, 3, 6, 1, 7 and 6, 1, 7. So we got this one is this one. Which term of the AP is 132 more than 54 term. That means this total we are getting as 771. So we can say which term of this AP will be 771. Okay, the question changed to 132 more than 54 means 771. So which term of this AP is 771? That's it, right? Which term of this AP is 771? Rather than reading this whole rectangular box, read it 771. You will be able to understand that which term of the given AP is 771. Let's say nth term is 771, right? Are you getting it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
For once we'll be finding nth term is 771. So 771 is equals to A plus, and we don't know which term exactly that is. D is 12. Now we'll be solving it and we'll be getting the value of n. That term is 771. Okay, so this is how you can break the concept, and this is how you can proceed over here. Let's continue. Two AP have same common difference. Okay, the difference between their 100 and the difference between their 100th term is the difference between their thousands term. If you are getting confused with this type of question, better to break it. Whenever you are solving word problem, please just break it in a smaller part. First read the first sentence and try to understand what exactly it's saying. If anything is possible to just conclude from there, take out from there, please take it out and write it. That's the way you can solve any problem. So here what can be done? Here it says that two APs are there, two different APs are there, but both the APs having same common difference. It can happen that here also the gap is 2, there also the gap is 2, but we are having completely different APs. Okay, the difference between their 100 term is 100. So if I am saying this AP is having, the first AP is having A1 as a first term, common difference I am writing D only. Here I am saying the second AP is having A2 as a first term, but here also the common difference is to D only. Okay, let's say these are the, like, these are our assumption. Okay, the difference between their 100th term is 100. So 100th term for this AP will be 100th term for this AP will be A1 plus 100 minus 1, that is 99. This is the 100th term, right? Right? Is it clear? For the other one, the 100th term will be A2, A plus and minus 1, that is 99, and D is same, D. So this one is this one's the second AP 100. It says that difference between both of them is 100. Let's write it according to the given condition. It will stop now. Just a second, no? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So it says the difference between 100 term of both the AP is 100. Let's write this condition. So according to question, here it says the difference between like A1 plus 9090. This is the first one's 100 term. Minus A2 plus 9090. This one second one's 100 term. That is difference between both of them is 100, right? Is it clear so far? Is it clear to everyone? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Kiran, Jasleen,
Yes, ma'am.
Madiha.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue. So from here, after solving this equation, what are we getting? A1 minus A2 is 100, right? So we are getting A1 minus A2 is 100. Can we solve it for A1? Can we solve it for A2? We don't know. We don't have any other information so that we can go ahead and solve for A1 and A2. What exactly we have to find here? The difference between the thousandth term. So what will be the difference between thousand term? So for the first term, thousand term will be again A1 plus 1000 minus 1, that is 999D. This is the thousandth term for the first AP. For the second AP, the thousandth term will be A2 plus 999D, because D is same for both the cases as written in the first statement. So let's try to simplify it. We will be having A1 9090 minus A2 plus minus 990. This two will cancel out each other. We will be having A1 minus A2. That value we already know is 100. So we got the difference between thousands term. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we ended up getting the same result. Here we were not able to find A1 and A2, and that we have got as 100. It's okay. We have kept that condition in hand. Later on, if possible, to use that condition, we will be using it. And here it was possible to use that condition as it is. So we have taken that value, this value we have taken over here, and we have substituted it here. And that way we ended up finding the difference between the thousandth term. Okay, so whenever you are getting this type of situation where you are not able to find the value of A and D, so keep it, whatever you are having in hand, just keep it aside as it is and try to solve whatever is asked. Maybe that way only you can substitute it, your condition, and you will end up having the answer. Okay, so let's continue with the next question. How many three-digit number are divisible by 7? How many three-digit numbers is it the question of AP? You will get confused once you will see this question in a question paper. So you will be thinking whether you have to apply the concept of statistics like permutation, combination, or which concept you can apply it over here. But easily, in a very simple manner, you will be able to solve this question by using the concept of AP. Let me write it. Any idea how to proceed over here? Anyone? Please try it at first. Just think about it. You can also, if you want to write something in the chat box, please write it. Please feel free to give your opinion also, then we'll be proceeding with that. We can find the AP. Yeah, let's find the AP. Perfect, Jasleen. Yeah, let's continue with that. So we can find the AP. 3-digit number means divisible by 7. So if you will think about the table of 7, 7 10 times 70, 2-digit number. 11 times, 12 times, 13 times, 14 times, 15 times. From where 3-digit numbers start, we have to check that. So if you know the table, that's why from the very beginning, everyone used to say that at least learn the table till 20. But it's okay if you have not learned. It's totally fine. If you will be finding 12 times 5, that is 60. Not 5, 7. We are talking about divisibility of 7. And if you are thinking why I'm writing 12 times 7, rather I write 7 times 12. 84. 7 times 13, 91. 7 times 14. This is also a table I am writing, the table of 7. Okay. So from here, can you see 3-digit numbers starts?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can say 3-digit number starts from 7 into 15, that is 105. This is the first term. The second term, no need to worry about that. 7 table is there. So 7777 is getting added, right? 7 1 times 7, 7 2 times 14, 7 3 times 21. So every time we are just adding 7. So no need to write what is 7 into 16 and all. We can add 7 over here. So it will be 112, right? Just like that. We'll be having the arithmetic progression. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what? We know A, that is 105. We know D, that is 7. Anyone? What to do after that?
Hear me? You have to find, ma'am, can you hear me?
We also have to find the last term,
Ma'am,
right?
can you hear me?
That will be, we can find the last term like this. Yeah, you are not clearly audible. Can you please repeat it?
Ma'am, can you hear me clearly?
Sorry, I'm not getting. So we have to find the last term, right? Okay, let me check the message. Yes, we have to find the nth term, right, Jaslyn? So how can we find the nth term? If I am writing an is equals to a plus n minus d and minus 1 into d, what is n over there? That we don't know, right? And what is an over there? That too we don't know. Do we? An is equals to a plus n minus 1 times d. Is it possible to find the last term with this formula? Is it possible?
But we have to find the last term, and that will be an.
105 plus n minus 1 into 7, that is 105, and we don't know, plus then, right? That will give us let's finish it, then we'll be wrapping it up. Here you can find easily the last term by using the logic. What is the logic? That let's take 1000. Okay, this is 4-digit number. Before this, like just before this one, all the numbers are 3-digit number. We need such a 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. So if we will be dividing this 1000 by 7, let's see what we are getting. 7 1 times 7, 30. 7 3 times 21. 7 4 times 28. 28. 7 7 1 times 7, 7 2 times 14. Remainder is 6. Okay, remainder will be there, that we know. But how many times it is totally divisible? 142 times. Let's check 7 into 142. Is it giving us a 3-digit number? 7 into 142. 4 2 times 7 2 times 14. 4 carry 1. 4 7 3 times 9 carry 2. Can you see here we are getting 994? Can you see? That means 994 is a number before 1000 which is completely divisible by 7. Can I say? Can I say 994 is a number before 7 which is completely divisible, before 1000 which is completely divisible by 7? Are you getting it, Kiran and Jasleen? Okay, because before 1000 we are having all the three digit number: 999, 998, 997. All the numbers are three digit number, but among those number, which one is the last three digit number which is completely divisible by 7, that we don't know. So if we will divide this number 1000 by 7, we will see how many times it is completely going. Remainder is there, that is okay. So 142 times it is completely going. So 7 into 142 means 994. That means this is the last three digit number which will be completely divisible by 7. So in this sequence, rather, instead of like, apart from getting A, B, we also have got the last three digit number which is divisible by 7, that is 994. Everyone agreeing with me? Are you getting it? Now what we have to find? How many? So we just have to find n from here. We will say, you can do like this and you can guess the number that it will be 994, but this is the best approach to find which will be the last. Now we can apply the same formula, that L is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. The formula where we will be writing n, L as a 994, A value we know, D value we know, n we will be getting. And this last one is which number?